Hello and welcome back to part 9 of The Pale Beyond. I am Sunlan, and without further ado, let's begin. We have just hunkered down for the winter. We have a giant canopy over our living area, and all the tents have been crammed together. Um, Guess we will now make our rounds and see how everybody is doing. First things first, feed the furnace and the hoosh. Furnace that will cure freezing. I need that there. Yeah. And then I'm going to put the hoosh pot and so I will feed one hoosh container. And then I'll feed another because that will bring me up to 42. I think I need a total of 48. Um, for a full meal. So then that's 29. That's only a total of 39. That would give me 57. And 24, that's 34, that equals a total of 53. That's over the 50, and that's what we would need. So that would cure the malnutrition. I'm not sure how to juggle this smartly. So, yeah, I think I just do that. Yep. There we go. There's that. We'll be holed up in here for a while. Aye. At least there's less work on our plates. We should be careful with lamplight. It wouldn't be hard to set the canopy alight. Then we certainly wouldn't want to be trapped underneath. Good one, aren't we? Sorry, just cautious. Where's the beasties? Earning their rest. Something they make a habit of in the coming weeks. Ah, and you're finally afforded a break from them. I am only seeking a modicum of heat. Best get used to that too. Long winter ahead. Indeed. Mr. Gloss and Kasha. Under the canopy, it's almost cozy. If you ignore that it's colder than ever, yes. What I wouldn't give to have a nice flask of hot cocoa at a time like this. Ah, why did you have to mention it? Now it's all I want. Oh well. Best save for home, eh? Running Nutley. Look at this. It's like we're under one big tent. Yes, I suppose so. So no more hunting then. For the foreseeable future, yes. Alright. Here's hoping we have enough food to last us. Yes, let's. Why'd you have to say that? Oh god. Oh shut up, fuck. I mean, well, let's carry on. Let's do our requests. Hammond Jr. Well, Captain, sun won't be getting up for a while. Welcome to our new home. Aye, this canopy ain't pretty, but she'll do us right. Better than being stuck out there in that blizzard. That, I believe, we can all agree on. It's a strong one, aye. Oh, it's a strong one, aye. Worse than I've ever seen. We'll have to keep an eye out for rips on the other canopy. Don't want the heat seeping out. Or the cold ripping in. You see a single hole, you grab whoever you can to fix it. Best heed the warnings, Captain. The tarpaulin is old and clearly seen better days. Captain, I hope you are becoming accustomed to our new setup. It will be some time before we can leave this canopy. 21 weeks. I assume you've been taking track of that time. It's been 21 since we've Jeez. It's been 21 since we first set sail. "18 more weeks until rescue, correct?" Yes. The winter will be long, but I feel it won't feel as such. Even thoughts can freeze out here. I think the weeks will pass before you know it. Still, you have been in command for quite some time now. It has made for interesting observation, at least. And you have been making your judgments, I take it. Templeton flicks through the pages of his notebook. I still believe it was unwise to claim Hunt had abandoned the crew, no matter how truthful it seems to be. To disparage the man's character did no favors for you amongst his sailors. I didn't say anything that wasn't true. Yes, that was a mistake. Templeton flicks through the pages of his notebook. I am disappointed by your refusal to take action against Stoke and his music, leaving room for such open disrespect to your authority. You now look weak and ineffectual. Better weak than a tyrant. I'm not here to abuse authority. Not abuse, enforce. Templeton flicks through the pages of his notebook. It is a shame we were not fully prepared for the leopard seal attack. The incident has weighed heavily on the mind ever since. Templeton flicks through the pages of his notebook. It will be a long time before winter clears. Well, when it does, it will be closing in on our rescue point, which is also the last known location of the Viscount, if you may recall. I'd almost forgotten of the Viscount. The mission is long in the past now. Bro, I don't know what you want me to say of me, because honestly, the frickin' focus is on survival. I wonder. Do you still hope to find the Viscount? No matter. We've spoken enough. Best we get back to work. Um, so what happens if we scout? Nothing that I'm aware of. Interesting. Speak to Kasha and, Kurt. Is that the same compass you carried in your third film? Indeed it is. I'm surprised you're able to pick up on those details. Well, I have seen them quite a few times. My family purchased a print of Through the Winter Wastes, or Through the White Wastes, for private screenings, so I'm quite accustomed to it all. Through the White Wastes? Ha! You must have been this tall when that film came out. Maybe shorter. That canvas pack of yours? That must be 30 years old by now. I know to keep my equipment well maintained. You're the same, aren't you? Of course. I'd never let my trusty camera even get scratched. You know, we barely had a budget for that first film. Most thought the idea was set for disaster. I had to get the sponsorship of Tin Beans to even get that expedition off the ground. I remember those adverts. Newspapers ran them for quite a while, in fact. I had some newspaper clippings for research. Building a portfolio. I think one of those adverts is in this folder. Why would you need such research? Seems a bit much for one expedition. Well, this is for something else. And that is? Well, it's somewhat shameful to admit, but I keep a record of some historical figures that I have hopes on one day, well, writing a biography on. A biography? Yes. I know it's getting ahead of myself, but I like to be prepared for projects that are in the realm of possibility, maybe? Ha! I would like to see that. A historical figure, eh? I would say you fit the criteria. Flattering. But it does make me sound old. Ha! Oh, alright, let's start scouting. Warmest area is gonna be to the south. That's where they'll be. Leopard seal right off the bat. And one of those boys off the bat. Um, you have a question if there is a second status after wounded. Because if there is, then I'll be able to juggle people who are wounded. Um, I am going to just look up a quick, like, not a guide, but I guess, like, a, this, like, I can't remember what, if there is wounded or if you just die if you're not treated for wounded. Um, Is there a wiki? That's no. Give me a quick sec. All right, we're back. I couldn't find out the information I wanted, so I guess I'm gonna have to partially wing it. Um, hunt or hunt. 1 to 2, and that's 1 to 2. Um, do I have a third scout? I do. Another set of leopard seals. Okay. Well, 2 wounded I can heal for sure. Not that big of a deal. Question is, can I heal 3? Because, okay, I'm gonna just do some science real quick. Okay, we're back. All right, I gotta go through the talking with everybody, I believe. Yeah, hold on. All right, we're back to here. Test results were inconclusive. Couldn't figure out if they just died, if they were wounded. So we will go to the dinner, do that. We are doing minimums for the next little while. And because of that, we're gonna have more people available too. So we do things a little bit differently because I couldn't actually get my test results back. It goes that one that we did. Yeah, cool. What are we low on? I'm gonna keep a balance of the two, so that would bring that and that. To do this one for sure. Will give me 2. 30. 1, 2. 1, 2. Here. Fine, interview. Do that for sure. That's assign C's to do that. Advert you. And then yeah, that looks pretty good for today. The crew have their meal. The crew return to their posts. The long dark continues. You can choose who to spend your evening with. Alright, we've got a hole in the canopy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Kurt, Templeton, and Cordell. Nutley and Grimley. To John's Mr. Zack. I think it'll be Nutley and Grimly. Yeah. Thinking of going for a stroll? Hmm? What? You were staring at the eggs for a while there. Oh, right. You alright? Yes. It's going to be a long winter, isn't it? Should be. And the food we have now will last to us, right? Or will have to last us, right? What are you getting at? Well, nothing. Nutley scurries off, returning to his tent. You see that, Shaw? Something's up with the doctor. Don't like it. Interesting. Bork, bork. Bork. Miss Cordell, would you be able to calm that thing down? I am attempting to make note of the day's work. The move has left Stanberry overstimulated, and with nowhere to be taken them, and with nowhere to take them forward. How long before the creature tires itself out? A pack can remain active for several hours without taking a rest. And then will it calm down? Perhaps. Then another is likely to act out again. How is anyone to have work done in their presence? You will have to grow used to it. Learn to focus your mind. I am focused on my duties at all times. Thank you very much. Then you should have no issue. Pork. Got him. Captain, we're set in for quite a few weeks. We'll have to find something good to pass that time. All sports are out of the question, considering the circumstances. Perhaps we can share stories of expeditions past. I have quite a few up my sleeve. That'd be nice, Kurt. I'd love to hear your stories. That would be just spiffing. Though, we may be here for quite some time. Better I get through them at a reasonable pace. I wouldn't want to waste every story I have in a single evening, would I? Oh well, I'll let you get back to your work for now. How do you say this one? Acceleration. You said this was a simple book. You certainly picked an interesting time to start reading. I bet. It's too dark to see anything most of the time. What brought on the need to learn? Not gonna be strong forever. Whaling work will dry up. Still got time to learn something else. That's responsible. Ah, Doctor, you're back. You wandered off so soon after dinner. Is something on your mind? Oh, no. I was just planning to get an early night. Oh, well, good night. Ah, yes. Alright. Boop. That's what I have to do. Got 3 cure-alls. Ouch. Yeah. Yeah. However, that is a blessing. That's fine. Alright, first things first. Feed the hoosh. Oh wait. Yeah, just the one because I already have the malnourishment. Alright, feed the hoosh. Feed the furnace. Yep, we'll do that first. Oh, okay, sweet. Okay, what I want to do, go here, to you, medbay, do that, that, let me do that, and we'll go back out, furnace. Alright, yeah, we do that, or wait, we do this, and then we do hold on, I don't like that getting messed up. We do that. And there we go. Feed the furnaces again. I'm gonna do that. Runt is fine. Because I think I'm gonna double up and do that. And I'll cure his malnourishment. Alright. Let's listen in on Tucker and Cavity. Mate, I'm losing track of the days. You're not alone there. Can you believe we've been holed up in here for 3 weeks already? 4 weeks, actually. Shit, you're joking. Afraid not. Yeah. Mr. Templeton, you wouldn't happen to have a spare pen, would you? It's so cold. The ink in my own froze up. I'm afraid I have the same issue. Blast it. I'll have to warm it up by the furnace then. I've had to make more concentrated effort to track the days of late. By my estimate, we're not even a third of the way through. Yes. I wonder if there will indeed be rescue waiting for us at the end. Harriet, now isn't the time for doom and gloom. Of course, of course. But I can't help but think of the Viscount. The Viscount? Yes. I'm certain they expected rescue to arrive as well. They thought they were alive? There's no way. You notice anything about the dock lately? Oh, sorry. You notice anything about the dock lately? Since winter started, he seems off. More than usual. I think we should have words. Oh dear. How's the mutts doing? Overstimulated? Bored? Cramped? They will grow used to it in time. What is the state of the boiler? Cramped, but it works. Nobody's dying. Good to hear. Thought I heard that one. Thought I heard that one howling through the night. Stanberry? I doubt that. Stanberry is remarkably well behaved. Low bar for those animals. Better behaved than most of this crew? Again, low bar. Alright, yes. Complete 3. And I'll be 6 doing that. I won't have enough. I will have scientists. This is true. Okay. Yeah. Let's do that. No difference in who it really matters, who I set up for the interview. Doesn't matter are the requests. Mr. Zach. I've had it. I've had enough. Night after night, week after week. Those salters. Isaac? Some decorum, please. Apologies, but I cannot take the presents any longer. Loud, disruptive, and the mess they leave behind after dinner. I just want some peace and privacy. Is that too much to ask? Captain, I implore that you relocate me to another tent, anywhere else, as long as it's away from them. Yeah, no. We are a crew, and if you can't live peacefully with the sailors, you will have to learn. Fortunate. Learn. Captain, please! Captain Shaw is right, but we are all working together. A little professional conduct will go a long way, Mr. Isaac. Right. Apologies. I can feed the hooch spot again. Captain, hate to do this, but you mind moving me to a new spot? It's getting awfully cold and these old bones are starting to creak. I'm not owed special treatment, but I'd like to be moved closer to the boiler, for warmth. I'm sorry, but you'll have to bear it. It gets better from here. Well, let's hope so. Yeah. I like an emergency. You'll move me closer. Um, Honestly, yeah. While he could be making an excuse, you have to take each individual circumstance and weigh it individually. Um, you can't be thinking they're trying to make up an excuse, um, just like somebody else might be. Not saying that the others were, but it's a possibility. However, he is an engineer. I am worried about that boiler. He needs to stay. He needs to get closer. Thank you, Captain. That is my mind. Grimly. Shaw, tempted. Need to do something about Arthur. Arthur? The doctor. Right, yes. Dr. Nutley. What do you mean, Grimly? Since it started, he seems unwell. I think the pressure is starting to get to him. I'm surprised to see you coming to us with this issue. I didn't take you to show concern to a high-class landborn. He's a good lad. He means well. Besides, he's part of the crew. Hunt picked him out. Well, it's no secret that the good doctor carries a nervous temperament. Do you think it's beginning to affect his own health? I'm not alone. Junior, Belford, and Darling all think so too. Then that's quite noticeable. Don't worry, Grimly. I have words with him. Good. Better sooner than later to talk to him. Lad's barely hanging in there. Finish requests. Captain Templeton, I heard through the grapevine our good doctor was having a spot of a bother. Indeed. You may just be able to help. You know the boy well, don't you? I should say so. How long have we been on the ice together now? Then you may just be the right man for this job. We're concerned by the doctor's temperament. He's slowing down in his work, and mates aren't stopping altogether. Well, his own health comes above his work, wouldn't you agree? Both are a matter of grave importance. You will speak with him then. I'm afraid that might be beyond me, Richard. What? It's a captain's duty to consult the crew. Right you are, Robin, but it's not just that. I've spoken to the lad quite a bit, but I've never made it through to the boy. A tough nut to crack, no pun intended. I might not have the right disposition for it. Too soft, I say. Excuse me? You treat him too softly. The young man's a doctor. He does not need to be handled with gloves. What he needs is someone to remind him of the duty behind his role. No sugared words. The boy's temperament is hanging on by a thread, and you want Shaw to approach with a saw? You said it yourself. The gentle method proves ineffective. I said no such thing. No use arguing this. We'll see what fares best when I have words with the man. Understood. I suppose what presents itself in the moment is best. Yes. No good playing with hypotheticals, is there? I trust your judgment, Captain. Best leave the talk until after dinner. No need to interrupt his work further. Please let me know how you fare, Captain. Best of luck. Alright. Gotta repair these holes. 1, 2, 3, 4. They set to work. 1, 2. 3, 4. They set to work. Push pot. Bang. Next thing we'll do is let's speak to Kasha and Templeton, or listen in, I guess. I always meant to ask, Mr. Templeton, what precisely is your area of expertise? Botany. Odd. How so? Botany is the study of plants, correct? Not an abundance of plants out on the ice. The meteorologist, the biologist, I understand. But why were you chosen? I have a much wider range of knowledge outside my field. I was chosen to be the head scientist of this expedition. By the benefactor, correct? Yes. Which reminds me, just who is this benefactor of yours? I asked Hunt often, but he always avoided the question. He avoided most of what I asked him. You ask many questions, Miss Belford. Exactly what Hunt said. You seem adamant not to answer. I do not see it as irrelevant information. Everything is relevant, Mr. Templeton. You can only hide secrets for so long. We will see about that. Ooh, hopefully that doesn't come up into drama later on. Panels change location, I think. Head pat. Another head pat. Another head pat. Great. Yeah, weren't they there? Hopefully I didn't kick them out to move, grips. Photo later, by my count. Yeah, their count, by any chance? Oh, damn. Let's hold you, man. Scouting post. That one. Oh, just the two, right? Yeah. Cool. And we will scout. Cool. Because I'll cure him the next day. Please tell me he didn't have scurvy and I just sent him out. Okay, no. Just malnourished. Woo! That could have been close. Orca Island. Picked up Kurt and scouting team. Viscount Island. Last known location of the Viscount. Your destination. Look how much of that has frozen over. That's crazy. Alright. Back to the tent. We already have an interview going. Need 2 for that, yeah. Cool. Let's call the crew for dinner. The crew return to their posts. The long dock continues. You can choose who to spend your evening with. Alright. Nobody in here. Captain, I have heard mutterings among the crew that have raised concern. It would appear that our rations of tobacco are finally running dry. The crew have already been on edge since the beginning of this winter. I doubt this will improve matters. Mr. Hammond and the sailors have been awfully fond of the leaf. I have even spotted them trading some of their food rations for more of it. Ridiculous, I know. The Aft Trading Company did well to supply us for this long, at least. Yes, It was remarkable it was even able to last as long as it has. Hunt must have consumed a quarter of supply in time of ship alone. That lot are quite addicted to it. A simple plant carries so much control over them. Personally, I never much cared for it. I tend to avoid any substance that could affect my body chemistry. Still, I have an odd respect for the leaf. There is something admirable about a plant that can steer human behavior so strongly. No wonder our benefactors saw it wise to supply them in abundance. I heard the sailors complain about the quality of the tobacco, yet they'd smoke away, regardless. It's almost amusing, isn't it? Their remarks on quality are no surprise. Certain concessions must be made in the name of production, after all. Just as they funded this expedition, so too have they funded countless ventures, countless discoveries. That is how their business operates. Do you believe they were simply fortunate enough to have peaches grow in their back garden? Um, they sound more ambitious than your average fruit salesman, that's for certain. It's almost concerning. There's no reason to be concerned. You may have your doubts, Captain. I understand that. Do I approve of their eagerness to mine natural resources? To sell them off at the cost they do? No. However, I also understand the commodification is the vehicle to scientific study. I have all the money I need to research these plants. I have seen several breakthroughs and discoveries that would not have been possible without their financial aid. If in return I must provide them with a commodity to mass produce and sell off, then so be it. I consider that a mutually beneficial arrangement for all involved. You seem truly passionate about this. I have spent a great deal of time questioning this arrangement, Captain. I do not think I simply took a paycheck blindly. I've weighed my options and time again, and I know the good fortune of our benefactor has afforded us. I apologize, Captain. It's not like me to ramble like this. I suppose the tension of this winter has begun to affect me as well. Perhaps a cigarette would even help myself. Or perhaps I simply need a good night's rest. Good night, Captain. Alright. Let's speak to our boy, Notley. Oi, Notley. Ah, Captain. Um, is there an issue? Um, the crew is worried about you, Arthur. Oh, right. Captain, I must apologize. For what? I know I'm not what you would have asked for a foreign ship, Doctor. I'm nervous. My mind is often scattered, and the sight of blood, well, it makes me faint. Hardly qualifies befitting a surgeon, are they? Or, hardly qualities befitting a surgeon, are they? And you're a fine surgeon, nonetheless. Captain, there's something I must confess. The reason Hunt took me on against all other candidates? Well, it's because of my father. I doubt that. Hunt didn't seem the sort. But it's true, Captain. Well, you see, my father was Hunt's barber, and his barber was my mother's grandfather, and my mother's grandfather was married to my grandmother. Anyways. And I was far harder. No, anyway. They were quite friendly, and well, my father called in a favor. You know that for certain? Well, not for certain, but it's quite clear. My father was so proud when I took this expedition, believed it could finally toughen up his boy. Or, sorry, believed it could finally toughen his boy up. He was always obsessed with that. No matter what I did for him, it always came back to how tough I was. Or wasn't. But you can see how well that worked, can't you? I've had no issue with your work. Captain, there's no need to protect my self-worth. I know where I stand. Some of the crew have been quite kind to me. Too kind. But whether it's harsh words from Templeton, or pats on the back from Kurt, their eyes are all the same when they look at me. A burden, a mouth to feed. So, prove them wrong. But I don't believe they are. I've tried, but I have to accept it. My cowardice leaves me a drain on the crew's resources. Selfishly so. Perhaps it's better to me too. Nutley, stop this. You're talking nonsense. Right. Of course. You're right. Ha. I suppose I've been acting foolish. Now isn't the time to lose my nerves. What remained of them. I'm sorry for worrying you, Captain. Alright, so. If this just caused me to lose my doctor, for any kind of reason, we'll get there when we get there. Yeah. Nutley walks off, making his way back to the tent. Clearly, much is on the doctor's mind. All I'm saying is if this guy's about to go say Xbox turn off, I will be reloading. Just so anybody is like unclear, or just so everyone is clear. Like we're all on the same page. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening. Anyways, moving on. 2 Johns. Wait till you hear this. The winter's finally taken Tucker. Oh, what now? It's nothing. Man's so lonely. He started talking to the woman on the tin cans. She's got an elusive look. That's a bloody drawing, Tucker. But what's her story? Once upon a time, someone needed to put a face on their tin peach can. The end. Don't take Tucker to one of them galleries. He'll lose his bloody mind. Alright, that's enough. We're not even halfway through the winter yet. Sorry. We're not even halfway through the winter yet. Why are you so pressed up against that lamp? Trying to read. It's too dark for anything like that. Missing your home, aren't you? Wherever that is. Not long now. We can hope. Like I said, if the doctor leaves for any reason, I'm gonna try to reload and keep him. Because I have a... I have a belief when it comes to multi-choice game answers like that. The intent behind of what you want to happen can get lost in the choice of what is being conveyed. Because what, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Anyways, do you have an interview? Yes. You're good. I don't have any fish. All right. Yeah. He will get cured of his malnourishment. 3 crew members will develop freezing. 2 in that, and then I have a possible 2 with that. So I'll be fine. Because that will still leave me like a bunch for work. If there is work that needs to get done. -10. Ouch. Alright, let's do it. I better have a doctor when I come in here. Alright. Is there anything I can do for the crew? Yes, there is, Doc. Yes, there is. Okay. There's that. And then we go here. Feed the furnace. Do that. Got 4, that equals 19. We need total 24. That's 12. I'll do that as well. I'll bring it. 37. 7. They'll take away 28. 28 from 37 is 9. 9 of that is 21. 1 of that is that. And if we are running out, ish. Oops, wrong one. Whatever. I meant to do the other one. Okay. See what they have to say. Excuse me. Winter can't be over soon enough. This is the longest I've gone without any proper exercise. Well, winter has granted me plenty of time to read by lamplight. Perhaps one should use this time to exercise their mind instead. Hells. What? That's the most obnoxious thing you've said so far. It's almost impressive. Mr. Hammond, in my hands is a write-up I have been working on over the winter, intended for our benefactor. It would be good for you to have a look over the material. Let me know if there's anything I'm missing. Aye, sure thing. Oh. Without dripping oil everywhere, if you can. My research is quite important. And my work isn't. Of course it is. Could you attempt to clean your hands at least? With what? Bloody ice water? I'm certain I have a cloth somewhere. Here. Take this as your own. Or sorry. Here. Take this as your own. Aye. Thanks. That hand cloth was actually embroidered by... Don't care. Alright, let's take our requests. The run. Captain, could you move me to a new tent? I'm stuck with my dad all winter. I thought it proper to place you with family. I'm not a child. You most certainly are. Well, I don't need him looking over my shoulder all the time, sir. You need your own space, then? Can you, Captain? Shoot. Nah, kid, I'm sorry. Even with the minus 5 to Grimly, I didn't care about the after talk part about that, honestly. Tucker. Captain. Templeton. Mr. Higgs. Call me Tucker. Mr. Higgs is fine. Is there something you require? Must be nerve-wracking in here all day. Well, I say day, when can't tell what time it is anymore, can you? Suppose not, but must fry your head, Captain, does it? Not too bad. I've grown used to it. I suppose it's been long enough now. I'm sorry, Mr. Higgs. Did you come here with a request or not? The day barely exists anymore. Nothing to do around here but pass the hours. So you have nothing to request? Nah. You've simply come here to make idle chatter. Nothing better to do. Captain. You want to pass the time? Then you'll be happy to clean up after the dogs. Splendid idea, Captain. I didn't say I wanted extra work. You wish to keep busy, and that is the task that needs to be doing. Ah, shit. Captain, it seems the winter is beginning to take its toll on the crew. Should take care to ensure they keep their minds active. You still have a good idea of winter to work through, or a good deal of winter to work through. Yeah, finished requests. Alright, patch that up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Figure these guys out. You done with that book yet? Almost. Do you want to trade? Alright. But you'll need to send it back to Mr. Zack when you're done. Okay. Okay. And you have to return this to Dr. Nutley. Lefty unknowns. Oi, old man. Today's your birthday, isn't it? Surprised you still know what day it is. But these old bones grow even older. Can't imagine what you have planned. Or can't imagine what surprise you have planned. I actually asked Grimly to carve a wooden whale for you before we set off. Oh? And where is it? Went down with the ship. Ha! Well, it's the thought that counts. We're slowly climbing, but we're not going to make it in time for the end. That's okay. We don't need everybody to be happy with us. I already healed people up. Yeah. Cool. I have one of those left. Yeah, okay. Let's go and send people on an expedition, because I need. Yeah. Gout. Got leopard seal. And gout twice and hemp twice. More leopard shields. 1, 2. Cool. Oh, wait. There we go. 3 and 4. Wait. That's just 2. Okay, never mind. 1 and 2. Yeah. Yeah, because oh, you're freezing. Okay, hold on here. So go back in here. I have 7 available. I will go here. Raise the heat. Leave. Go back out here. Scouting. Scientists. 1, 2. That should be that. I have 6 total. And 1, 2. Like, sorry. 1 and 1 and 2. There we go. And Because I honestly don't know how much research I need. Oh, but it gives me decorum. Heck yeah. Oh, that was so needed. Okay, let's call the crew for some din din. The crew have their meal. The crew return to their posts. The long dark continues. You can choose who to spend your evening with. Oh, good. Nutley's still alive. As you step out of the tent, you notice Nutley approach. Captain, I've been thinking a great deal over the last while. I want to thank you for speaking with me when you did. I needed that. I have certainly made this expedition more difficult than it had right to be through my previous cowardice. And for that, I am sorry, Captain Shaw. Nutley, not a single one of the crew has doubted you. We owe you a great debt. Wonder how my father is doing. On the other side of the world, I wonder if he's thinking of me. My mother and my sister too? There's so much I must return to. He pauses for a moment, before presenting you with an envelope. Captain, if I fail to make it back to the world, would you be able to bring this letter to my family? I need their spirits to remain high. And by taking their will in their last testament, it gives them an opportunity to die without regrets, and I don't like that. Because I want them to die with regrets. No. To have another thing to keep fighting for. To return back to. So, let's... Fuck it, no, I'm not taking it. Please, Captain. I trust you to hold on to it. Better than I could. I mean it, Nutley. You can bring the letter to your father yourself. Captain, please just take it. The doctor attempts to pass the letter off to you, but you refuse. He attempts to shove the envelope in your hands, but you pull back. I see, Captain. I won't force you. Then I hope I can deliver this myself. If something happens, I'll be sure to take the letter. Nutley gives you a nod as he makes his way back into his tent, and you make your way back to camp. I swear to God, Nutley, I will fight you. Is the winter over yet, Oh, you're sick of it, eh? I was sick of it when it started. I want to move. Not much longer now, I'm sure. Kasha. I've noticed something. And what is that? Looking at some of the older photographs, I feel that dogs have grown quite a bit since we have first landed. We have been here for quite some time, yes. It will be interesting to see the time lapse. Do not expect the rest of us to grow taller as well. Ah, but that reminds me, I've never interviewed you yet. And you might just be the most interesting member of the crew. I am not a member of the crew. There is no need to interview me. I disagree. Is that so? There's too much I'm curious on. What will lead the dog? What led to the dog handling? Why the accent? Why are you Lady Cordell? You do recall the figure of speech regarding curiosity in the cat? Yes. I thought you were more of a dog person. Ah, that was a joke. I am aware. I take it then you're not interested in answering my questions? Not in the slightest. Understood. Alright. I don't know if we'll be able to make it another week. Like, that's rough. Like, that's really rough. Alright. Well, let's hope, oh man. Like, this is so, it won't work sometimes. Like, come on. Really not sure. Okay, so let's just do a little bit of math real quick. Um, so we've got 59 food, 35 decorum, 2 leopard seals. I'm getting another 2 leopard seals. Which could bring me up to, so that's a total of 96 food possible. Or 48, and that I could possibly do that, and that will bring us back. Oh dear. This is getting a little sketchy. little sketchy, I'm not gonna lie at all. Um, Jeez. I'll have to do a double hit at some point. At the next one, I will. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Looking rough. Okay, just a moment here. Okay, I forgot to hit record, and I did a bunch of stuff, and now we're back. So I won't be speeding through it, but I will be going through a little bit fast. I must say, Doctor, something in your walk of late. Something in your walk as of late. You're holding that head high. Oh, thank you. I'm sure you're as eager as the rest of us. Not long now before we'll be able to stretch our legs outside again. On that subject, I was running a few physical examinations in preparation of returning to work. Do you mind? Of course not. This won't take long, I hope. It shouldn't. Morn. Winter might finally be clear enough, eh? About time. God, remember when those bloody penguins showed up at camp? Such an age past now. Not much longer now. Yeah, not soon enough. Can't wait to get moving again. All right, cool. Oh, under white Kurt's in. Oh yeah. Yeah, that and that. Great. Do this. Go in here. Med bay. This person. This person. And I'm rushing because I'm running a little bit late on time now because I want to squeeze in more for this part. There we go. Now they're back on their feet. Now I will go to furnace. Go here. Raise heat once. Oops. Here. Raise heat twice. Great. No longer freezing. Awesome. And then we will go here. Find a crew for interview. Back to you. And throw her in. Alright, go over here. Ah, you smell that, Lefty? Can't smell anything. I can. It's the smell of winter clearing up. We'll be out of this bunker before you know it. This calls for a little Sealy. Well, Tucker, never been you so eager to return to work. Shit. Alright, food. On the menu this week. Leopard seal. For everyone. Fuel goes in, we stay alive. It's really that simple. Great. Right after there. Go to the requests. Make some more quests. That's Captain. Heard you turned down Timmy's request to move tents. It's good to have the boy at my side. Still can't believe the lad snuck aboard. And then all this. He's been growing. Every day he's been growing. It's good to see that, at least. Thank you for letting me keep an eye on him. Captain, I was running a standard physical examination on, well, I'd request that you meet with me in the medical tent this evening. Is there an issue? Why not present it here? The individual involved would rather this be handled privately. Apologies for sounding so cryptic. Just later, after dinner. First request. It could also be Kurt. but it could also be Templeton. I must admit, I'm curious what issue the doctor has encountered that requires your summons. Well, I needn't pry. A private matter is a private matter. Alright, hunting. Yes. Go here, scout this out. Ah, yes, an elephant seal. We'll send 2 people out there. Awesome. And then we'll scout up this way. No, let's scout this way. Little seal. Okay. We'll scout again. And we get a research post. Not bad. We'll throw the 4 people out. Go get them. Great. I don't have any dogs left, so I can't send them back out. Great, let's call everybody for dinner. The crew have their meal. The crew return to their posts. The long dark continues. You can choose who to spend your evening with. Let's see, run star. Almost over now? What? I remember when the wind would scare the shit out of you. You'd hide under your blankets and cry until it went away. Don't tell anyone, Dad. Ah, embarrassed. Didn't hear a peep from you all winter. I'm all grown up now. You've plenty of grownness still ahead, Timmy. But you're getting there. Hammond Templeton. What's with you? Got a keen eye on the medical tent. It's nothing that concerns you. Or you, apparently. Are you bothered you're being shut out of a meeting for once? Ah, you are. I don't care much for secrecy. Coming from you. That's bloody rich. Yeah, that is a bit hypocritical there, Templeton. Although, you're not stupid. You know it's about you. Ah, Captain. Don't let the cold in. Captain Shaw. To what do we owe the visit? Ah, Kasha. This is actually a private matter. You mind giving us the tent for a moment? Oh. Very well. Kasha exits. Sorry. I don't think this is worth getting the crew worried over. Okay, so it's actually about Kurt. Why all the secrecy? It's just not a matter worth sharing with the crew. I noticed an arrhythmia in his heart. It's difficult to determine the cause without further examination. But as it stands, my current diagnosis is cardiomyopathy. Years of an adventurer finally catching up to the old ticker, eh? Well, it could be genetic. Bah, that's just a guess. Still, some unusual rhythm is no issue. Have you experienced shortness of breath while sitting down? Well, fatigue, a sudden cough when you lie down, dizziness. I noticed some swelling in your ankles as well. Who's to say that? Kurt, please, I'm trying to help. Yes, I've experienced it. What does this mean? Well, it's manageable, but you will have to take it easy for the rest of the expedition. Bah! No more hauling equipment. Very well. If you're offered a drink by the crew, refuse. Tough, but fair. And, well, It's my belief that Kurt is not fit to lead a lifeboat once we set off.
Now, Doctor, that's just not possible. I'm the navigator. You can't honestly expect anyone else to handle that sort of duty.
Um, this is gonna hurt his pride. But I'm not here to save people's pride. You can at least provide guidance, Kurt.
Yes, but leading the boats are a separate matter entirely. I can't plan the entire sail.
Your health comes first, Kurt.
The entire crew health is at risk if I'm not navigating those boats.
Kurt, I won't mince words. You could die.
We all could. I don't want to argue with you, Arthur. We won't be getting anywhere doing so. It's up to you, Captain.
That's true. Do you think it worth the risk? I mean, the seal attack wasn't his fault. Kurt, if you feel fit to continue until we reach land, then you may. Yikes. I really don't think that's wise.
I know, Doctor, but it's a measured risk, isn't it? We've had to make many out here.
I suppose so. Try not to strain yourself too much, though.
I'll do my best. Thank you, Doctor. Oh, and let's not tell the crew about this, will we? I don't need them fussing over it. And a man is due his privacy.
I'll respect that.
I suppose I should get an early night then.
Kurt exits. Yeah, Rick. Rickadoodles. Alright. Then this night. You awake to the sound of distant barking. Seems one of the dogs have been excited by something. You sprint from your tent. You aren't alone in being woken up by the dogs. At the center of the campsite, a crack begins to form, followed by more spreading out. The dogs leap from the kennels, sprinting southwards. Wait! Wait! Cordell runs across the cracks in pursuit of her dogs. The ice shifts beneath you. You hear the sound of something falling, then smashing. The lamps.
Hells, what the fuck is this? Oh no! The flow is splitting! Quick, we need to move! Now! No wasting time!
Nutley and Kasha rush out to the medical tent. From the medical tent, Nutley carries his bag flung over his shoulder, while Kasha's hands are filled with notes. What is this?
Ice is splitting! That all of your work?
What I could carry, yes. Not good.
Not good. Your tent's going under.
What? No! My equipment.
Do not go back that way, either of you. Understand? Templeton turns the curve. I'll rephrase that. Do not go back that way! Either of you! Understand? How should we handle this? Captain, we need to get out of this tent as soon as possible. Everything past that point is going to be swallowed up. You heard the man. Everyone haul what you can. Move! The crew get to work on the furnace and lifeboats, hauling as fast as they can. With the ice breaking as quickly as is, you realize you only have time to save one tent. Okay, I just want to click stuff. I really hope this doesn't burn me. Junior and Hammond have saved what is already in the Hushan furnace. The remainder of the hunted leopard seals, the spice crates, the engineering tools are beginning to sink below. Inspect the kennels. One of Cordell's dogs howls in fear. You see the digging tools for the hunts. A large double-barreled shotgun are still trapped inside. Inspect the medical tent. Kasha and Netley have saved what they could. There are still the doctor's medical tools to be saved. So it was the and there it was the spice crates and engineering tools. Dang. Okay. Oh, am I lucky that I have 3 people saved? The ice splits further. The tents sink below. The canopy collapses. The crew barely make it out from the burning tarp. A few sustain burns and bruises from the frantic escape. Week 37. 1 week at 4th camp. We'd settled at a new camp by the shore. Captain Shaw. Personal log. New camp has been formed in the aftermath of the ice split. At the close of winter. New camp has been formed in the aftermath of the ice split at the close of winter. However, the crew cannot rest at this time. After a long journey, the shore has been reached. In the coming week, the crew will sail out on the lifeboats in search of proper land. Soon, this ice shall be left behind. The ice split. The ice split proved to be a truly traumatic experience for the crew. The fact that the crew escaped with all lives intact is nothing short of extraordinary. Same cannot be said for our equipment. Many supplies were lost. Washed away and carried off with the ice. One can only hope they no longer prove a necessity in this.
the final stretch of this expedition. The crew has reached the shore, but now a great challenge presents itself. The ice beneath our feet will not hold for much longer. It is destined to break apart and tear as it did before. Solid ground must be reached in search of the point of rescue. To that end, the crew must sail out onto the open sea. I trust the crew's capabilities. A team of fit and well-experienced sailors, alongside a navigator of the caliber of Kurt Darling. Though it may seem daunting, this sail may prove to be the most comfortable task for the crew. Sailing is their lifeblood. They are more equipped for this than they are anything else. Sign off. First things first. Okay, I'll do that. Oh, did I forget to... Yeah, that's why I had 2 extra people. Well. Got nothing to feed. Nelly and Kurt.
Smell that air, Doctor. If this holds, there will be no better time for a sail, let me tell you.
Well, isn't that fortunate?
Ah,
Kurt, please be careful out there.
I will.
Oh, Captain. I'm just triple checking my notes. I'll kick myself if I end up leaving anything behind on the ice. Now to hope my report doesn't take a dip in the ocean.
We checked the lifeboat several times over, Captain. They're ready to set sail to their go. A while ago. I have all faith in these vessels. Now let's start.
This is concerning. Oh, this is concerning. What is it, Harriet? All reading hint at a fog rolling in. A thick one at that. That bodes poorly for our sail, does it not? Perhaps we'll catch a lucky break. Worry not. Our compasses will keep us steady. Do we really have to go out onto the water? You scared? Yes. Can't exactly get to land without crossing, can we? Ice breaks off and moves. In the right direction? Maybe not.
We're heading out soon. Aye. Nervous? We have to be careful. We don't know these waters. Well, chin up. Better look confident for the crew.
One more push on the land. Don't know if I've got the energy left. These old arms may break off if I try to row. Well, best to see it. Or best to see to it. That's all I can do for now. Take some requests, I guess.
Captain, we've got a problem.
How urgent?
The bloody compasses. They don't work.
Oh god. Excuse me.
None of them. They've been going all haywire just after winter cleared.
Mr. Hammond, we're due to set off on the water. We cannot wait on the ice a moment longer.
You think I don't know that shit?
Calm down, men. We have a clear sight line of water. We don't need the compass.
You know how easy it is for the waves to turn us around? What if fog rolls in?
Mr. Hammond, do you have any idea what is causing the error? What was that now? Eesh. Excuse me.
It looks like a case of magnetic interference, but that can't be right, can it?
We've come further south than anyone in history. This may just be the case closer to the pole. We best just hope for good fortune.
Hope? Great. We're sailing on bloody hope.
Captain, we have a few injured from the ice split. I have managed to arrange a small batch of crates to treat anyone. Well done, Doctor. Quite ingenious of you. Oh, thank you, Mr. Templeton. We unfortunately won't be able to make any more comforts, but I will treat whoever I can. A word, Captain? Speak your mind, Templeton. The animals. In all my years, I don't believe I've ever heard of dogs being able to sail the Silver Seas. Have you? I'm not so sure. These dogs might be different. Very funny, Captain. He straightens himself. One of us is going to have to break the news to the kennel master. Her dogs will not be joining us on the ocean. Yeesh. I totally forgot about the pups. Oh dear. Oh man. Yeah. Cordell isn't a fool. Like, at all. I'm sure it's crossed their mind as well. I'll do it then. This requires tact. Oh, dude. I don't. The animals are eagerly trained on the penguin fillet in Cordell's hand. She notices your approach. Captain, I was hoping to speak to you. The dogs scramble as she launches the meal across them. I understand you're going to shoot my dogs, aren't you, Captain? I wanted your opinion on the matter first. Is that so? She looks out across the animals. I'm no fool. I just don't want them to suffer. They've been through so much already. The animals continue to scramble over the fillet. These dogs have known me their entire lives. She points at the dog tearing the fillet from its sibling. I used to carry around that one in my pocket as a pup. Do you have children, Captain? My children are here, on the ice. He throws you an odd look. Danbury joins her side. I don't mean to sound cliche, Captain, but they're all I have. You can't help more animals if you're dead. Alright, just because Cordell is my favorite in the entire crew, this may be something I have to reload. Just because I wanted it to end the way I want it to. We can't take them on the sail. There simply isn't enough room. I know. So, what's to happen to them? Well, they're a pack. There's 14 of them. They've been able to hunt this whole time. She doesn't want them to suffer. Oh dear. I can't leave my crew behind. Like, honestly, like, they'll stay here. Let nature take its course. They wouldn't last long out here, Shaw. Damn. Oh man. Oh, sorry. Just getting a phone call. I'm back and I chose. We've seen stranger things already. They might outlive us all. We'll have to chase them off, lest they try to follow the sailboats on into the water. You begin to make your leave. Robin? Yes? I'm ashamed to ask it, but I implore you this one mercy. She ruffles Stanberry. May I keep one? Just one. You can stay, Stanberry. I'll need my replacement captain after all. It tilts its head at you. Thank you, Captain. I won't forget this. Pet Stanberry and leave. Your poof says you tickled ears. You depart across the snow. Okay. Give the order to leave the dogs here. Word spreads quickly the dogs will not be joining them for the sail. Many of the crew take this last chance to sit with them while they can. The crew have their meal. Relative silence. The crew share what little food they have with the dog. The crew return to their posts. You can choose who to spend your evening with. Scouting. what to do. This is really bad. I might have just lost. That's okay. Templeton. Those creatures will be left behind come our departure. I wonder if they will attempt to follow us out to sea. I understand Cordell would consider them smarter beasts than that, but I am not sure. They will die out here. Perhaps it was better to give them the merciful death. Yeah, whatever. It does no good to second guess your actions, Captain. Cannot begin that grisly work this late. The Kennel Master has been even more silent than usual after this day's events. Understandably so. Perhaps it's best to check in on her. There. Good boy. I'm gonna miss you all around here. Are we sure we can't bring them with us? Sorry, Timmy. We can't. Fine. Would we be able to pick them up again on the way back? I don't know. Won't be seeing them off. Won't be seeing them when we set off. Won't be seeing them when we set off, won't we? Like those mutts better than most of the crew. They always pulled their weight. At least. I'll miss the wee beasties. Some last minute checks? Nah. No? Not last minute. Last minute checks come the morning we leave. Oh, well, doesn't hurt to be thorough. Anything can change. No chances. You seem concerned. Doesn't hurt to be. No, not at all. You seem to be doing very well. Or you seem to be doing very well. Considering the circumstances? I am. Thank you, Grimly. Aye, get some rest. Eat up, all of you. You will need your strength for the times ahead. Lady Cordell, is this a bad time? Is this my... Sorry, choking, coughing, dying. This is my final evening with my kennel. I understand. I won't bother you then. It's quite alright. Did you need something of me? No, I wouldn't ask anything of you at a time like this. I just wanted to see how you were faring. Concerned for my health, are you? My thoughts are on the final comforts of these dogs. My dogs. They will not see much comfort in the future. They will starve. They will suffer. It would have been kinder to put them down. I could not bear Stanberry to suffer such pain. Perhaps they'll find food. Perhaps they'll find a way to live out here. Goodness sake. You're not a child. You know they won't. Right. May I ask you a question? Are the dogs included in that report of yours? Well, yes. I do have them listed by name. I've taken records of their shifts, but that's about it. I don't know much about the pack beyond that. Would you like to? These creatures have lived rich lives. Perhaps that is of less value than the others names in your report. Not at all. They're just a part of the crew as any other. They were. So, tell me about them. I wish to know more. Well, I suppose I should start with Stanberry, should I not? Stanberry was... Really is no scouting. Okay. I don't have any way to cure frostbite. So that means Lefty and Mr. Gloss are gonna die. And I have no way. Oh, I have my engineers, that's right. Oh, and I forgot to... Hold on. Oh, shit. Okay. Fuck. Okay, it's fine. Let's do it. Yeah, I forgot to use the other engineer. So. And I thought I was being smart by saving the sledding equipment. Um, we'll be back. Because, well, we won't survive. We just won't. And for the sake, for my own sake, and for the sake of this playthrough, I need to be able to do that. So when we return to the next part 10, there are going to be a couple of things that have changed, and I'll reiterate them when we pick up next on the next part. The things that are going to change from what you have seen are as follows. 1. when we have to choose the building that goes down, we are saving the engineering shack. Why? Because not only is it a complete waste to save the dog kennel, to save the stuff inside of it, but it's a complete waste to save to not save the stuff inside the engineering tent. So, unfortunately, I have to. And the other thing that's gonna change is, me, I'm gonna change what I do with the dogs. They're still not coming with us, obviously, but, yeah, morale will take a huge ass hit for that. No, I won't be able to do that. That's fine. Okay, and when you see the screen next, it's going to be when like progressing into the next week again. All right, I'll see you then. All right, so we decided to use 48 food, 48 fuel. I used the food, the leopard seals that were gonna go to waste because you know what? Metagaming, it exists. So what? But we'll get over that. Um, that's bad. And that's bad. All right. That will be the end of part 9. Did a much longer one this time around. However, it is the end now. Thank you very much for watching up to this point. I really do appreciate it. If you have enjoyed the video up to this point, please do consider like, commenting, or subscribing. Do all three, 2 out of 3, 1 out of 3, or none. Up to you. But what isn't up to you, what I command of you, is to enjoy at least a little bit more of your night. And or day. Enjoy your day. Too, that works. I'm rambling. Peace out.